So this is a little acoustic blues tune that I wrote to teach you the fundamentals of acoustic playing for blues. And I don't really consider myself an acoustic blues player. I know just enough to be dangerous, but I think I can teach you the fundamentals. And if this is a style that you're interested in, you can certainly go on to pursue it. And actually the players that kind of play this style of music, they kind of specialize in it. And I just love it. And especially being from the South and having the Mississippi Delta literally like a stone's throw away from where I live. You can go to Clarksdale to the Blues Festival. Of course, we have Memphis in May. We have the Memphis Blues Festival. And you can hear all of this kind of music. But the thing I love about it is you don't need a pick. You don't need an electric guitar. You just grab your acoustic and you're off and running. So let me teach you a couple fundamental techniques about acoustic blues. The first is that you need to develop a thumb and finger independence, because in acoustic blues, a lot of times you're essentially mimicking what you would have with like two players. So you have a bass line with your thumb, and then you have kind of the melody stuff with your index and middle finger normally. Now, sometimes the ring finger will come in and play, and even sometimes the pinky finger, but generally speaking, you're going to have your pinky kind of anchored on this rosette here on your acoustic guitar. You have it kind of anchored here, which kind of provides you this stabilized hand technique so that your thumb can play the bass notes, and then your index and middle can kind of play the top strings, okay? And even with the tune like... something like that, you would definitely have, you know, the bass playing this beat, and from there it's just going, right, and then, and then, okay, so that independence is what I'm trying to say. Independence of the two of these bass notes and then the melody is something you really need to work on in your playing. And this tune will help you be able to do that. This kind of pulled pork plate thing that I wrote for you. Okay, so get this, right? The bottom strings or the bottom notes are just kind of going bum, 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 bum. And I'm actually palm muting it. If you find that difficult, you don't need to actually palm mute it. You can play it open just like this. Okay. And then goes to the A. Okay. And notice how I'm still anchoring down with my my pinky finger here. And then back to the E. Right? Okay, and then B, A. It's just like what a bass player would do. Okay. Now, with the other, with the melody on this tune, basically what it is, what I'm allowing myself to do is generally speaking, I'm going to have my middle finger on this top E string, and I'm going to have my index finger on the B string. Now, whenever you encounter acoustic blues music that doesn't kind of just have the melody there, just like basically I'm only playing on 3 strings, the 6th, the 2nd, and the 1st string. Whenever you have something that moves away, generally from those strings, what you can do is just move, let's say, from here to here. So you would have like where your thumb might come up and play the 4th string, but these kind of all get a string. Okay, you don't want to be like crossing it or like leaving out your middle finger, that kind of weird stuff. Just kind of go with this. And generally the order of importance is going to be index finger, and then if you need it, your index and your middle, and then of course your ring finger, and then sometimes even your pinky finger. Now, one more thing you need to know, because I'm actually going to give you the tab for this if you'd like it. Just check out the URL in this video. You can get the tab for this and even a recording of me playing it if you'd like to learn it. But you need to know about PIMA. P, I, M, and A, those are the names of each one of your fingers. So when you take a look at the tab that I've got, I have for you, you need to know that the P is always going to be your thumb. Okay. I is always your index finger. So wherever you see over the tab, there'll be a letter like I. That means you play that string with your index finger. Then M is going to be your middle finger, and then A is going to be your ring finger. Okay. And those are for the Spanish. I think that's Spanish. The Spanish names are those different fingers. So that's what that PIMA means. If you see P, I, M, and A in the tab, you'll know what that means. And if you encounter that as a guitarist as well. So this is pretty much a standard 12-bar blues, just with some finger style picking and some slides, some pull-offs using the open strings, all in this E minor key. And if you'd like to get the tab for it, and you'd like to have a recording of it, just check out the URL in this video for more cool acoustic blues stuff. Check it out, my friend, Dan Denley from GuitarZoom.com.